Alright, here we go. Hi YouTube, this is Abby and this is my 16-month video. I apologize for not making a 15-month video. It's been really busy. I do have an outline that I'm going to talk through a little bit, and probably the main things that I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to make fun of myself because I am definitely a virgin gay woman, which means I'm newly out and frequently annoying. And here we have a list of things that I do that are fairly typical. One of which is I get really annoyed for being taken as a straight girl all the time. And I've since learned that if you're pretty femmy and you're gay, that's going to happen. And in fact, my girlfriend, who was off to the side, said that when she first saw me, who was laughing, she thought, wow, she's a beautiful straight girl. To which I still cringe, and it is still a running joke, and I even put bling on my purse, but yeah, it's whatever. And so, but I'm me, and I don't know how I came out very femme. I think I said in my first video, which is really rather embarrassing, but I love to embarrass myself, that, when I first started my transition, I was thinking because I love to lift weights and box and do martial arts and all of that stuff that I was going to end up sort of this big bad butch dyke. Yep, I thought that. And I'm kind of the polar opposite. Not real clear how that happened, but it did. We blame estrogen. Rather than hit things now, I like to shop and do Pilates. Go figure. And, one of the other things that I have found that I need to get over, and so this is going to be a bit of an amends, is that I had a lot of sensitivity to men flirting with me. And, I'm certainly not like the most beautiful woman walking the planet by any stretch, but as an old friend of mine said, you've got boobs and legs, they're going to hit on you. And what I realized is that I was getting really cranky when some really nice people had complimented me and did what straight guys do, including trans guys. And in fact, Levi, if you watch this goes to you, because I was written this really nice note by this fella and trans fella, and he wrote this, it was like, you've got a beautiful profile, and it said something nice about my looks, and I just wrote back this venomous crap in response that was like, was it not abundantly clear that I'm a gay woman, that I don't want to get with male identified people, be they bio or trans? And that's just an asshole thing to say on so many levels, particularly because I have a number of trans men in my life who are friends who are, big surprise, attracted to feminine women. So what's the problem? And so the distinction that I'm making is kind of the apology that I'm making generally is for just being an asshole and not taking a compliment, because I'm sure there'll be a day when, people shut doors in my face and, I'm no longer pretty, and I'll be like, shit, I remember when people used to say I was pretty and now I'm not anymore, and this sucks, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that'll probably happen in like 2 years. So anyway, the other thing which characterizes me as very typically gay is that apparently I go to great strides to point out other pretty girls. Which really is, I'm attracted to a little bit toppier, stronger, dominant, maybe a little butchy women. And so, a lot of times really when I'm checking out other femmes, it's kind of just an acknowledgement that, wow, she's a beautiful woman. And in some cases, I'm really thinking, I really love to pay her $200 to teach me how she did her makeup and to take me shopping, because she fucking rocks. But nonetheless, yes, I'm very much, yeah, if you want to see which are the pretty women walking around the street, just hang out with me and I'll be happy to point those out to you. As well as the really hot-looking, cool butch girls and everybody in between. Basically, if I think they're gay, then I'm probably wet between my legs. Yes, I said that. Which goes on to the logistics of lesbian sex, and how do we do that if we're pre-op? For one, it's possible, and it's possible in lots of kinky ways that are really, really fun. And I think in general, it's an energetic thing, a bit, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, I figured it out.
Okay, so she figured it out. Okay, so here we go. Here's Avis. Come on in.
It's very fun.
It's very fun. And she's very toppy and very dominant.
Okay.
And and I'm very bottomy, you know, and that's just it would actually works out really, 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 really well. And apparently I'm kind of a wildcat in bed. That's what I've been told. See, it goes with the red hair, kind of. Yeah, and the horror red lipstick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I totally hoarded up for you guys at YouTube today. And we're only at 5 minutes. Imagine what could happen before the end of this video. Yeah, you might want to put it on XTube, really. Yeah. Shit, what else? Yeah, so I like very toppy dominant girlfriends who do very bad things to me and make me scream and cry, and then I thank them for that. That's the summary. Okay, moving on, because that was probably a bit much for people, though that's a really great conversation and prelude to what we are going to do tonight. All right, yeah, switching, because people are probably like, okay, enough of that. Yeah, so one of the things I did want to touch upon was I noticed that my vision in the last couple months was getting really, really blurry, and I was like, okay, you know, me being kind of the hypochondriac, I'm like the person, it's like they say, if you want to convince yourself that you're going to die, Google your symptoms, right? I can do that without Google. And so I'm like, okay, my eyes are fuzzy and my vision's worse, which obviously means I'm going to drop dead at any point. God knows why. And, you know, so I went to an eye doctor because I was due. And of course, what she said was not, you're going to drop die any minute, you dumb bitch. But, wow, how high is your estrogen levels? Because that's a common cause of dry eye. Which was really welcome news, but something that I wanted to share with other trans women out there is that estrogen can really, really dry out your eye to the extent that, in my case, I need to do what's called a sustain. Sustain is the brand gel drop in the morning, and then I have to actually use eye drops about 4 times a day. Otherwise, my vision is just, it's really, really strained, and the reason my eyes are so strained is because they're so dry. So if you're having problems with your vision, please do get your eyes checked. The chances are is you may just have dry eye due to your high estrogen levels, because we are in puberty. And no, I'm not going to tell you my estrogen counts. I don't believe in that kind of stuff, but they're high, and maybe too high, and that probably makes me kind of annoying, but you know what, I'm happy. And I have the testosterone counts of a mouse who eats a lot of tofu. Anyway, it's true, man. My estrogen counts should not keep me alive, or my testosterone counts. But I'm just as content as a pig in something. Okay, the other things that I wanted to say at 7:55 to close up is the other big news for me is I am looking at, my contract will be expiring on the job that I brought with me to Seattle. And I am going to look at finding an opportunity at probably one of the tech companies or some other company that is in need of a project manager, application development manager, that has the insurance I need to get done what needs done between my legs. And, you know, to do that properly, my estimate is around $23,000 to $30,000, and that's not something that I can drum up work in Aurora at 12 o'clock at night. Or even in an ad, really. And no, really, I wouldn't do that mostly, right? No, I wouldn't. Well, unless, yeah. No, I wouldn't. And so I'm going to get a job that has the insurance necessary to get my vagina. And then life will be complete and I'll be happy. And then, yeah, the videos on sex after I get my vagina, yeah, you're not going to want to watch those with your mom in the room. Let me just be clear. It's going to be bad. Yeah. Abisexual. Yeah. And what else? The only other big thing that I wanted to say is sobriety is still going strong, continuing to sponsor a bunch of people, and just really just kind of, for the most part, just enjoying being a human being with all the ups and downs that's attendant to that. And really, that's enough out of me. I hope you like this video, and I'm going to say it again. You know, I do make these videos so that I can look back on them, but also, if you have any questions for me, please write those in the comments, and I will try to answer those questions in the next video. I hope everyone is having a great day, night, whatever it is there, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!